I have this little garden here, and I'm gonna be doing the worm census test. This is gonna allow me to know if I have enough organic matter in my system or not. And depending on how many worms I get, which should be over 10, I'll know if it's good or not. It's a 12 by 12 by 7-inch deep square that I'm gonna be digging. So I'm gonna be doing that for now, and I'll show you the results in a minute.
What is your method?
I'm gonna start going through this pile and see what I can find. Here I'm starting to go through that pile of dirt. Uh, I know this dirt is definitely not like this soil is definitely not good. Got one there. There's not a lot of organic matter on it. I moved to this place around a year ago, and there's not much in terms of organic matter in the area. It was very rocky. I had to take a lot of rocks out, and I've been adding the little bit of compost that I've been able to make at home. I've been adding it there, and I've been adding as much as I can. I've been growing stuff there like tomatoes, rosemary, peppers. I have ghost peppers there, and I have grown bok choy there too. It's like that spot has been a little garden for the house mostly, and I've been testing different things in it. I'm showing right there nodule. I got the third worm there. I'm showing nodules, which that area has a lot of them, and those are grown or created by the roots in some of the plants. In my opinion, that's very very good for them because that allows me to leave those inside of the ground, and the nitrogen or the organic matter that they represent is going to stay in the soil. There's a fourth one. It's definitely not as healthy as I would like it to be. Yeah, it's taking me a while, but I've been using it, so I've been growing the plants in it. I have grown cilantro there too, which is known to deplete. There's a fifth. It's known to deplete and a big piece of the nodules there. It's known to deplete nutrients very quickly. That's one of the problems with growing cilantro. It will deplete a lot of your nutrients from the soil. It's called a very heavy feeder. So you're not supposed to grow it like back to back on the same spot, which is most of the people here grow it like on the hydroponic setup, because that way they can control how it grows, and it's easier to package because it's so cheap here. After doing these tests, I figured that I knew already, but I figured that it wasn't as good as I would like it to be. It was way behind in what I wanted, so I knew I had to add a lot of more organic matter to it, and that's what I'm gonna be doing in the next part of the videos you're gonna be seeing. I'm going to be adding Promix, which is one of my favorite things to use in the garden. I am also considering to add cardboard on top of it for a while so that it can kill all the weeds that I have in there. That's it, friends. All I got is 5 worms. That's not good, but I knew about it, so I was planning about it already. Because by just looking at the soil, you can understand where I'm coming from. I put this back there. So in this process, I have chosen to add to the soil over there a little bit of Epsom salt. It is said to be help with nutrient absorption by plants. So that's one of the first things I'm adding over there. Second thing that I'm adding there, it's that's a phosphorus, rock phosphate, if I'm not mistaken. I added rock phosphate. And last but not least, I added an organic fertilizer that is a little bit like, I think it's a 6-to-1 or something like that. It's more nitrogen than anything else. That way, I'm gonna be able to put on top the recycled Promix that I have over there, like on top. And if it's lacking any nutrients, it's not gonna be felt by what I'm gonna be growing there. It should be fine with no problems about it. compost here is non-existent, so I cannot just buy like a truckload of compost and put it over there, dump it in these areas, in these gardens that I have. It's I have to make my own compost, and if I then cannot find my own compost, I have to buy either potting soil or the thing that I'm adding with the Pro Mix. And the Pro Mix I'm using, it's a mixture of peat moss, has a little bit of compost, some organic fertilizers, and perlite. So that's really, really, really good to add to these things after you have used it, say once or twice, because that will help all of your organic needs. It will help water retention, and I'm also using plenty so that I can use it as a like a weed suppressor. Other than that, I know, I mean, it's reuse, so there's gonna be some cilantro popping out of there here and there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I don't know yet if I'm gonna be planting kale there or if I'm gonna be planting bok choy that I also have around, or if it's gonna be hot peppers. So you'll be seeing that in the next couple of weeks. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.